Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel for food and herb and natural healing remedies and recipes. And I just want to give a shout out reminder today that everything that I am sharing with you is not medical advice. It is just information on personal things and my opinions, and that I have found the healing properties of food. But, be sure to contact your doctor, or just remember, natural herbal foods, they can have a contraindication if you're on any medication. So, for example, you're using a natural herb or food, it can have a reaction if you're on any medication. So please just make sure you do your own research and you let your physician know what's going on. I'm specifically going to talk about something that's been very personal. I want to share with all of you. And I have had really good results, so I feel confident to go on and share this with you. Okay, so I believe it was in 2018, and I do have the report, I had gone to get a thermo breast scan. Now, you're probably familiar with those other breast scans they do in the hospital where they squish your boob and all that. All right. I did my research, and I suggest you do yours. They are not really accurate. I think they're only 30% accurate or something like that. And they also, if you do have any cysts or something like that, I had done some research, and I found out that it actually hinders and can make the condition worse. So just do your own research on it. And then what I want to share with you is that the result of my thermoheat scan, they give ratings from, it's called T1, T2, T3, T4. I believe it goes up to T5. And then they give you a positive and a negative. So my left and right breast, and thermoheat scans are 99% accurate, 99.9% accurate. They have them out here in California. You just Google thermoheat scan. And it was around $200 back in 2018. And you just sit there, it's painless, and they just scan your body. And the best thing to do is start when you're young, because it's a thermoheat scan. You can see all the colors, right? The red, the green, the yellow. And then the areas that they explain, you can get that done over the years, and you can see, oh, there's more redness here, right? So I just highly recommend them. They're painless, they're not that expensive, and they're 99.9% accurate. Okay, so let's go back to that time period. That was a very challenging time in my life. I had a lot of stress, just put it that way. I had a lot of stress going on. And one thing I started doing was, okay, I got the thermoheat scan. My report was, I think it was T3 plus, maybe even a T4. I do have the report. I just couldn't find it today. So I will share that on my website. But it was not going in the right direction. It was like highly suggestible that this could be cancer. Okay. Now I just stopped it right there. I am a holistic person. And I'm like, okay, I know my diet, my exercise, and my diet, exercise, and my stress. My sleep, my pH. So I started paying attention to that. Now, like I said, I had been under an extreme amount of psychological stress back then. I had gone through some mental challenges. I had lost my parents. But for whatever reason, I had extreme issues of stress and not sleeping. And I was extremely thin. So at that time period, diet, exercise, and stress had a lot to do with what's going on. Now, one thing I didn't put together till recently is that when I had scar tissue, and I still have scar tissue in my breast. So when I was 18, I had a breast reduction because I had very large breasts. My mother and I decided for me to go on the pill, which was very bad for me. And it caused my hormones to go crazy, and my breast just blew up. So they literally removed 3 pounds from my breast when I was 18. They cut me from here to here, here to here. They removed the nipple, and there you have it, right? So back then, that was 1986. Now here we go, fast forward, I get these lumps. I always had lumpy breasts, but now I'm in my 50s or near my 50s in 2018, and I'm like, boy, my breasts are sore, and there's definitely a lump here, and so I got the test done, and then I let that go. Well, years had gone by, 2018, then 2019 happened. Between 2019 and 20, I just started gaining weight, and having flash fevers, okay? I had flash fevers, and just bursts of fever. My fever would go up to like 103. My face would get red. I had pictures of that. So I was just under a lot of stress. Yes, I know a lot. Yes, I am a doctor, but it's hard to help yourself. And anyway, so there I sat with that for many, many years. Now here we are in 2024. So just recently I started a natural way to shrink tumors. That's what I'm thinking, because in the breast it has to do with your hormones, and any cancer in the reproductive, the ovaries, the breasts, the fallopian tubes, anything down there, is directly related to hormones. Okay, so if your hormones are in good shape, that directly affects that breast cancer. I'm going to have to end up doing a second video on this. I just wanted to kind of prep you for this. Now, the other thing was, I also have pictures of this. I started getting a goiter and my thyroid, right? So I was gaining weight. I was just getting this cellular fat. I had gallstones. I didn't go and get an ultrasound, but I know enough to know my liver was inflamed. So I stopped drinking alcohol immediately. It's been since last September, but I just was swollen, and no matter what, I had no energy. So it was really, really, really terrible. Okay. So now, getting closer to the solution. I even had gone to see a very good friend of mine, which helped me. She's a doctor in Atlanta. But the underlying problem is what I'm going to share with you that I found out. And this is my opinion, because I've been addressing it and it's going well. And I will do a series of these videos until I get to my ultimate, which I call the ultimate healing. Now, so the number one thing I recognized was I have this scar tissue. I also know in scar tissue, if you have any scar tissue in your body, that there's wherever that surgery happened, or wherever that scar tissue is from, there's certain bacteria, we call them reservoir bacteria, that get caught in that scar tissue, and they never really go away unless you dissolve the scar tissue. So that was the number one thing, because my back started getting bumps on it, right? And I took pictures of myself before I started this routine, because I've been doing this for diligently every night, at least for 7 or 10 days. Don't hold me to the amount of days. So what we're going to talk about in the next video is what I used, okay? And what I used was castor oil. All right? I used castor oil, and I got this wool cloth, or you can get a natural sheet, your natural cotton sheets, okay, or bamboo sheets, something that's not treated with chemicals. And we're going to make a dressing, a pad, okay? We're going to make a pad. We're going to pour the castor oil on this is the wool that comes with castor oil, or you're going to pour it on your natural sheets, and you're going to make yourself a little, a little, whatever you want to call it, like just a little thing you're going to put over your breast, or you're going to wrap it around your stomach. Now, I put this on my thyroid. You can cut a sheet, like I said. I put it on my stomach. I rub it in my stomach, my belly button, and I wrap it over me. And I do it at night, at least minimum 2 hours, but I've been doing it overnight. So I don't know, everyone's individual, but I do it overnight. Then I also wrap it around my arms. I wrap it around my back. I wrap it around my legs and my ankles. And I also around my face, because I have scar tissue also on my left eye. All right, so what happens is the castor oil, what I've noticed over time, it makes you really calm, and you have to test in a small area, make sure you're not allergic to it. And it is toxic to pets, because my little pets were licking my legs and then they kind of got sick, so just be careful of that. But the next video, I'm going to go into how to make the castor, or how to make these patches. And I've been using them every night, and I've had really great results. So that's why I'm inspired to do this video. But I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not telling you not to do anything else with a medical doctor. I'm just sharing my testimony. So join me in the next video, and we're going to go over how to make these homemade patches and a little bit more about castor oil. Okay, thank you. I love you.